Here we are, guys. Welcome to CXR Touring Cars League Round 4 at Zolder. We're just kicking off some qualifying. It's just me in the commentary booth today. Mark is on holiday, I believe, sunning himself with some golf somewhere, so it's a good time. But anyway, let's get some information, see what the track temperature's saying. Currently sitting at, what is it, 20 degrees. It's not too hot. Should make for an interesting qualifying session. So let's go on board with Fran Van Al as he's going out for his first time lap in any second now. Need some qualifying mode up. We have got qualifying mode up, but no one's actually on a lap at the moment, so hello to you, Dale. Right, so there we go. Got some information coming up on screen. Start to see what these times are starting to say. I think we've seen some 37s, some 137s in practice sessions. I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets into maybe the 36s, maybe in qualifying. But we'll see. Oh, hits the curve quite badly there. Looks like Philip Russell just behind him is gonna maybe get waved through. Yeah, he's going to wave him through there, so we'll go on board with Philip for the rest of his lap. Interestingly, purple sector in both of them as well, so he's on a bit of a flyer. Let me know if the game sounds need turning up or anything. Fran Van Al there just warming up his tyres. He's gone very wide there. That's probably going to be an off track. That's probably just destroyed his lap. See if it counts. It does not count. So yeah, he just ruined his lap there on the final corner. Honor Channonay goes into pole position, provisional pole at the moment with a 142.58. I'm sure these times are going to start coming down though. Jason Haddington with a 144.87. We need to go on board with Chris Needham as he's coming across the line, the number 41 CXR Project Black car. Crosses the line with a 1. No, he must have got an off track as well, so Jonas Gillis goes into third with a 144.76. See if we can see where Chris Slaymaker is. He's just crossed the line. I'm not sure whether that was the time. It wasn't, so they're going to still... The thing with the touring cars, you still need to be putting on quite, well, maybe 3 laps before you start going to bring the times down, I guess. You need to get those tyres warmed up because it is on the tyre model that is new, the V7 tyre model. So Neil M. Andrews goes into provisional pole with a 140.74. Craig Shelton just behind him with a 141.7. Ben Craner is currently in third with a 141.95. Chris Slaymaker's just put in Burnabout that I want to go on board with. He's just gone over the line. Does he? Yeah, he's put in no time, so there must have been off track there as well. Philip Russell goes provisional pole with a 140.33. So these guys are struggling with a bit of time at the moment. So Arnold Channonay was provisional pole. Now Duncan Kirby's provisional pole with a 139.15. So we've still got a few people yet to put in some laps. We've got Dennis Meisler, Ruben Schilt, Robert Burnabout, Chris Slaymaker, Chris Needham, Kenneth Engel Andreasen, Darren Goebel, David Patterson and Kieran Williams. Everybody else has now slid in with the time. Chris Needham slides into 5th actually, so that's his first recorded time with a 140.76. So still Duncan Kirby then on your pole position. Chris Slaymaker's now going to 2nd with a 139.46, so just 3/10 off the current leader. Might have been, I think that was Jason Harrington just getting out of the way there at that chicane. Or kind of chicane, I don't suppose it is a yeah, it is a chicane. We'll call it a chicane for this one. But Neil M. Andrews has now gone into provisional pole with a 138.95. We need to have a look to see where Aaron D. Taylor is, because it's not going to be long until he's putting in some fast laps as well. We saw him put in some 37s in the free practice 1, maybe 2 and 3, so Neil's still holding on to that provisional pole. The Craig Shelton new entry has been just reserving, but he's decided to actually enter now, so he's currently sitting in 2nd. Fran Vanalgo is at pole position at the moment with a 138.37. Ruben Schultz moves into 2nd with a 138.56. So that puts Neil M. Andrews back into 3rd position. I'm sure you'll have something to say about that. $19 cars on track. We should have 20 actually. We're missing Ryan Head, I believe. Ben Craner moves up to 3rd with a 138.69, so it's very close between the top guys. We're talking tenths of a second between 1st and 4th. So just David Patterson and Dennis Meisner yet to put a lap in. Well, Bernabout's about to cross over the line, so does he move from 12th? He doesn't move from 12th, so Duncan Kirby, can he get on 5th and put himself maybe into the top 3? Remember guys, this is a standing start, so everybody has that mental wheel spin off the line, unless you maybe don't put it in gear or maybe try and get it into 2nd somehow. Ben Craner's on a flyer actually, so let's go on board with him. Hey Frosty, hope you're good, man. So Ben Craner is your provisional pole with a 137.775. Fran Vanal in 2nd, Ruben Schultz in 3rd, Neil M. Andrews in 4th, Duncan Kirby in 5th, Chris Layraker in 6th, and Arnold Charney in 7th, Craig Shelton in 8th, Chris Needham in 9th, and Darren Goebel in 10th. So we've still got some, I would say, some fast laps to come in from Philip Russell, maybe Aaron D. Taylor. Dennis Meisner has driven a lot of laps around here because we did the 24 hours together not too long ago. I'm very well, man. I'm very well. Had a day off work today, so it was nice. Dennis Meisner was on a fast lap there. Has he just... He hasn't ruined it, but he hasn't actually gone anywhere with it. So maybe he got an off track. Chris Needham crosses the line, moves himself into 9th position. Craig Shelton just crossed over the line. I think he's still in 11th. Oh no, he hasn't crossed over the line yet, so we'll go on board with him just as he's about to cross over the line. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left of qualifying. So it looks like either Fran Vanal has given up on qualifying, he's just going to happily take second if he still holds on to it. I don't think he's got enough time to come out and warm those tyres up and put in another lap, so he's going to have to settle for either second or maybe he's going to get moved back again. He's still got Neil M. Andrews out, Ruben Schiltz still out, so he's still trying to put in a faster lap, currently third at the moment. Getting a little bit of a draft there from Arnold Challoner as well, so that will help him. Crosses over the line with a 141.8, so that is not going to get him anywhere. Duncan Kirby moves into second, R&D Taylor goes into third. So yeah, these laps are starting to tumble now. Just over under 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes left. Chris Slaymaker jumps into 5th with a 138.427. Good luck from Chris. Craig crosses the line, does not go any faster, so I'm going to presume that maybe that was an off track somewhere on that lap. Robert Bernabeu, where is he? Crosses the line. It doesn't go any faster though. Stays where he is for the time being. Just over a minute left of qualifying, so these guys are going to. Well, this is going to be the last lap. R&D Taylor moves into pole position. He's just sneaked it off Ben there with a 137.67. So a thousandth of a second. Oh no, sorry, a tenth of a second faster. Let's have a look. It's yellow. Very nice. Well, good luck to you and Dennis. Slightly lost the back end there going around that chicane. Go on board with Kieran. Oh, Kieran's had a little bit of an accident into the wall there. Right, do we have anyone still on track in terms of still putting in their time? So we're 30 seconds over. I think they have 2 minutes to complete the lap, so let's see if Ruben's going to move out of 6th to go any higher. Crosses over the line, but does not go any faster. Ooh, big shunt. Neil M. Andrews has found himself down in 7th place. It's unusual for Neil, so He's putting the fastest sector 3 of everybody though. Chris Slaymaker's putting the fastest sector 2. Crosses over the line. He hasn't got any faster, so I don't think he went any faster. He still finds himself in 5th position. See what Neil does as he crosses the line. He's put his fastest sectors and a purple in. Neil does normally like to leave it to the last lap, so he goes into 2nd with a 1:37.763, so just a 1,000th of a second faster than Ben Craner. Yeah, so that's a great lap there by Neil, as we expect to come in on the last lap of the qualifying. So I think that is everybody now qualified. Yep, let's wait for the results to come through, or the grid results. Looking forward to this race. It should be good, should be close. Hoping for some good action. I remind ourselves where we are next week. So next week we're on Monza Junior, so that is going to be pretty mental, to be honest. Looking forward to that one, and then we've got Silverstone National the following week. Go back and we've got the grid results. So we got Aaron D. Taylor on pole position, Neil M. Andrews in 2nd, Ben Craner starts in 3rd, Duncan Kirby in 4th, Fran Vanal in 5th, Chris Slaymaker is 6th, Ruben Schilt starts in 7th, Philip Russell starts in 8th, Chris Needham starts in 9th, Arne Shannon starts in 10th, Craig Shelton starts in 11th, 12th for Dennis Meisner. 13th for Kenneth Andreasen, Darren Goebel starts 14th, Robert Bernabau starts 15th, Kieran Williams starts 16th, Jonas Gillis starts 17th, 18th for Jason Haddon, and David Patterson rounds out the grid starting in 19th place. So as everyone starts gridding up, let's get some information on screen, and thank you for the 8 months in a row there from David Patterson, I believe that is. Many thank yous. Alright, we need to find a decent kind of starting position. Let's go around about here. Let's get the show on the road. Green, green, green. 5 lights on, away we go. Looks like most people got a good start. There was someone there, maybe Chris Needham, who's just struggling to get off the line. Oh, we got someone sliding across the track. Who was that? Ben Craner. It is Ben Craner. We'll go back and watch what happened at the start there. A mighty train all heading up to the first chicane. Chris Slaymaker moves up on the inside. We've got, who's that? Duncan Kirby. So it looks like Ruben Schultz going to go for the centre of them both. Does he get that move done? He does get that move done, so good move there. Who's it? Philip Russell? Philip Russell. Keep up with it, there's too much action at the moment. Right, let's just wait for it to settle in. So Neil M. Andrews has now taken the lead. Aaron D. Taylor is in 2nd. Ruben Schultz is in 3rd. Where do we find Ben Craner? So Ben Craner is now in 10th. It looks like maybe Robert Bernabau has just crashed. Let's have a quick little look. He's just been tagged there at the back, but I think it might have been Chris Needham. Let's have a little look from on board of Chris's camera. I'm not sure. brakes at the wrong time and he's just clipped the back of him, I think. Andy Taylor taking a look on the inside of Neil M. Andrews. Ruben Schultz in third position with Fran Vanel not too far behind the pack of three in front. Then we got a train of Philip Russell, Chris Slaymaker and Arnold Shannonay and Duncan Kirby. So that is going to be a battle going on for quite a while. Duncan Kirby's just overtaken Arnold Shannonay into the first corner. And that is why, because we are watching a replay. I wonder what the hell is going on there. There we go. Yeah, so on Shannonay has just been overtaken by Duncan Kirby. Fran Vanel has just slipped back into 6th. Chris Slaymaker and Philip Russell getting past. Dennis Morrison was just a little bit of a crash. There's so much going on. We need to get some gains that way. So there we go. So Ruben Schultz made 4 positions up. Philip Russell with 4 positions up as well. Philip Russell's just got ahead there. Stays ahead, stays in 4th. And a great little battle with Chris Slaymaker and Fran Vanel currently. Maybe Fran Vanel just got a bit of a slowdown there, I don't know. Andy Taylor's just gone off track, so have a look. Yeah, so there we go. Ruben Schultz now in to 2nd position. Quick look, see whether he just misjudged his braking. So he's just had a little bit of a slide there. He managed to lose it, so that is still good and still a battle that's going on. Dennis Meisner gets past David Patterson to move himself into 13th position. Right, let's have a quick look at the start. So it looks like Aaron was just on the inside line there, and then him and Ben have just had a little bit of a tangle. Ben's gone off track, but he has managed to regain it and come back on nice and safe as well. There was a car's width there, so no problems with the re-entry. On board with Philip Russell as Craig Shelton has come into the pits. And we've got a bit of damage. I haven't seen him crash or anything, so he did crash. Ruben Schultz puts the fastest lap of the race in so far with a 1:39.074. Fran Vanel getting very close now, so he's going to use all this draft all the way to the chicane, I would imagine. He's going. Phil Russell is going to stay on the inside though, so he is going to have the better line, but it's just whether Fran Vanel. A little bit of a touch there. Everyone survives. No one died. Kenneth Andreas. Is that Darren Goebel actually overtaking Kenneth Andreasen? I think it might have been. Let's have a quick little look at Duncan Kirby, because he's now right on the back of Philip Russell and Fran Vanel. So Fran Vanel got that move done. Duncan's going to maybe have a little look at the inside here on Philip Russell, but would have taken some move to get it done there, because it's not the easiest place to overtake, especially at the last chicane, last 2 corners. I'm going to have to go back on board with the leaders because I believe Ruben Schilt is now right on the back of Neil M. Andrews and Aaron D. Taylor isn't too far away, so... Duncan Kirby's just got the move made on Philip Russell, moves himself up into 6th position. Sorry, 5th position. These two, because I think Robert Bernabout and Chris Needham are going to have a little angle. Currently sitting in 17th and 18th. Jonas Gillis has just got the move done there. Oh, Chris Needham. Is that Chris Needham or Kieran? I think Kieran Williams just had a bit of a slowdown issue there. God, there's so much going on. It's very difficult to keep an eye on it, commentate and everything all by yourself. This is it's a lot easier when Mark's here. Oh, Philip Russell's just had a bit of an off moment there. Duncan Kirby's probably going to go through here. No, it's Ben Craner, sorry. Well, Ben, make your predictions. Got Neil M. Andrews currently leading the way. Ruben Schilt is now 6/10 off him. That's not too far. Chris Slaymaker has dropped quite a lot of positions there. So we can see what happened to Chris. Oh, he's just lost it, but he has tapped the wall. He's managed to get it going again. He lost maybe about 3 or 4 positions there. Not the end of the world, but obviously he'll be wanting to get those positions back. But it's going to take a while. I mean, it is a 45-minute race. We do have quite a bit of time still left, so hopefully you should be able to regain some of those positions. Oh, we know he's never slow. We know he's never slow. Well, we're going to have to go back to a bit of blimp cam. Looks like Chris Slaymaker is going to get the move done on Kenneth Engel Andreasen as they go into the final 2 corners of the lap. So, on board with your current leader. Ruben isn't too far behind. He has lost a little bit of time, so he's now sitting a second behind. Can't see anything through the trees here. There you go. Bit of chopper cam. Chopper cam's the better one, I think. So, we've got Chris Slaymaker having a little look there on Darren Goebel. The times they're putting in. So, Darren Goebel's last lap was a 39.9, so that's a really good lap there from Darren. He's gone defensive there. He had to go defensive. Kenneth's probably caught a little bit of time up there as well. On board with one of my new camera angles. car in there with the red wheels. Yeah, the this angle's actually I mapped it from an actual touring car, so it's exact. Looks like Kenneth Andreasen was just having a little look there, and I kind of missed it because we were on the wrong camera, but they're going side by side into the chicane. Could end in tears if they do go side by side in it. If they don't, so everything's all good. Van Nel is being caught by Duncan Kirby, it looks like. Yeah, he's not too far behind now, just 9/10 of a second off. Kind of gear these guys are wearing. Chris there with his Canadian helmet on. So the lead 3 guys all putting in, all 4 or 5 guys putting in 38.1, so low 38s. Some great race pace there. Ben Craner is currently sat in 14th. Oh, he's just had a tap. What has gone on there? What's that from Chopper Cam? I need to see a bit more information. There just wasn't the room there, I don't think. Well, I think they were both going for the same bit of corner, unfortunately. I don't think that was going to work. Ooh. No, it's alright, he's managed to slow down in time. But Kenneth's just had a little bit of a moment there. Managed to hang on to it, so he's still alive. Probably lost about 3 or 4 seconds though. Yeah, I think he's just caught the grass, and as soon as you start braking, and it's never going to happen. Craig Shelton's had another crash. Finds himself currently down in 19th position. That's not going to be doing his championship any good. What else have we got? We got Dennis Myers now, actually on the back of Kenneth Engel Andreasen after he made that mistake into the chicane. Remove that. So guys change liveries faster than hot dinners. Oh. Gap's just started to build again. So the gap between Duncan Kirby and Fran Van Nel, it's started to come down again. So this is going to be the battle that we're going to be sticking with. Ben Craner's got himself back up to 15th. 5 places to go to get back into the points. Duncan's taken, what, 2/10 out of Fran on that lap. Bernabeu isn't all that far away from... Who's that? Kieran Williams, I think. He's just outbraked himself on the corner and... Yeah, there are some nice times going in. Let's have a look at the best time so far. 37.974 from Duncan Kirby, 37.986 from Neil Andrews, and then everyone else is into the 38s. So it's all very close. It's all very close for times, anyway. Ben Craner moves into 13th, just overtaking David Patterson quite quickly actually, so maybe David Patterson made a little bit of a mistake, but he's now at a gap of 13.5 seconds to gain on Chris Needham, so that's going to be a bit of a tough call considering Chris has been putting in 39.6s. Duncan's still holding on. Not able to make the pass though, so maybe I don't think he's going to be looking here. I don't think there's the space. There's not there. There's no long enough straights, I guess, to kind of keep that drafting pressure up. Arnold Channonay isn't too far away. Or is that from Chris Slaymaker? Yeah, so Chris Slaymaker is now catching up to the back of Arnold Channonay. Or is he? Have I just made that up? I have just made that up. He's catching up Philip Russell in front of him. There's about 3 seconds between Ruben and Aaron. Oh, tell me about it, Ben. I read it all wrong all the time. It's so difficult when you've got so many time and things all looking at you and staring at you while you're trying to figure out which camera you want to be on and commentate on the race and even just work out what's going on in the race sometimes. Oh, he's going to get a run on him here, actually, because Fran's made a little bit of a mistake there. Goes around the outside. He is going to get that done. I don't know whether maybe Fran got a bit of a slowdown going over there, but probably not. I think he just lost a little bit of traction coming out the corner, so there we go. Duncan Kirby finally has that move done. Took a few laps, but he got there in the end. I'm sure Fran's going to be frantically, no pun intended, trying to catch him back. We've got Kenneth Engel Andreasen for Boyd Transport. I don't know why it says Denmark. Oh no, because I haven't got the team. Yeah. Why am I going to say that? Have a look. Have a look. Click back on him, and there we go. Boyd Transport Motorsport. Boyd Transport Motorsport. That's a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, back on board with Fran Vanel as he's still chasing down Duncan Kirby. So this battle's probably going to go on till the end. It just I suppose it depends on when they pit. We do have Dennis Meisner and Daniel Goebel in the pits at the moment. Yeah, it's probably around about the halfway mark where you do want to pit. So 55% on the tanks. That's 55 litres. Sun's starting to go down actually. I don't think it's going to go dark before the end of the race. So we've only got, what, 20 minutes left. Everyone's still on the lead lap, I believe. Honor Chardonnay starting to put a little bit of pressure on Philip Russell. Maybe he's been pushing it too hard and just worn out those tyres, because the fronts can wear out quite quickly if you're being a little bit aggressive on them at the early start of the race. I think there's going to be any move there, but that is going to cause Phil to jump over the second bit of the chicane. He's probably going to get the move done here, Arnold. So let's go to a bit of a TV wider cam so we can see. Arnold's going to go on the inside. Not sure, there was a little bit of contact, but I don't. Either way, it's touring cars, so there's always going to be a little bit of contact. Gets the move done then, so that takes him into 6th position. Who have we got here? So we have Darren Goebel chasing down Dennis Meisner at the moment. Yeah, the pit stops are going to change quite a lot round, especially since some people have already pitted. Let's see, everybody in the no one in the top 10 has pitted. Ben Craner is the first or the highest up person who's pitted. He's currently sitting in P11, so he's not actually all that far away from the points. And Vanal has managed to pass Duncan Kirby. Let's see if we can watch a little bit of a replay. Just taking a lot more speed into that chicane, taking the inside line. And got the move done, so he's back into 4th place. Duncan Kirby back into 5th. Darren Goebel has been overtaken by Dennis Meisner, so Dennis Meisner's now back into 13th. Started P12, so he's only lost 1 position. Darren Goebel started in 14th, so he is where he was. Oh, so there we go. Duncan Kirby has decided to pit, so that's gonna that's gonna mean that Fran Vanal's now wondering what to do. Does he stay out? Because he's now not too far away from Aaron D. Taylor in front of him. Is that Aaron D. Taylor in front of him? No, it's not. It must be a back marker. It is a back marker. So 6 seconds up the road is Aaron. So Fran's probably going to be thinking more about where Duncan Kirby is. So Duncan Kirby's slipped down to 6th at the moment, 7th, 8th as he's in the pits. Pit exit comes out in 9th position, I believe that's going to be. Yep, 9th position. So now Duncan is P9, and he is the only one that's pitted from there onwards. Chris Needham is still to pit. Robert Benabout is still to pit. So Fran's got to be thinking about it. Does he come in to pit this lap? He doesn't, so he's staying out. He's not too worried right now. He's just going to carry on and see what happens. So Darren Gobel's putting a little bit of pressure now on Dennis Myers there. About to come to a bit of a straight, so if you can get a good exit, get a bit of drafting done around here so you can maybe take the inside line, but it looks like Dennis is obviously going to cover it off and be quite defensive quite early on, show his intentions. Nice metallic red wheels there on the number 087 CXR Project Black car. Needham enters the pits. Right, so let's have a look up front. These guys are a little bit split, so there's not too much action going on between the top three. Pitting, making a mistake in the pits, getting a 15-second penalty in the pits could all change this, so. Slaymaker finds himself right in the back of Arnold Chardonnay again, so P1 to P8 have not pitted yet, and we've still got Robert Benabout currently starting P11th. Most people have stopped for around about the same time. It's averaging around about 13 seconds, so not too bad. There we go, Chris Slaymaker and Arnold Chardonnay both pitted exactly the same time. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. That way you can almost guarantee you're not really losing any places to the guy in front. You just have to make sure that you hit your marks on the pit stop. Don't make any mistakes. Duncan Kirby moves back into 6th position, so Philip Russell is a little bit in front of him, but yet to pit. So at the moment, Duncan Kirby is probably looking to go back into either 4th or maybe 5th. So we'll see. We've got Ben Craner passes Chris Slaymaker. I'm not sure whether that was in the pits or not. Have a little look. It was in the pits. Our leader has just had a crash. Now, sometimes that is when they enter the pit lane, and oh, he does look like he's gone in hot. Said he crashed. Sometimes that happens when they come into the pits. It reports as a crash. I don't know why. Van Vanal has also pitted. So go back to live. We've got Ruben. So Ruben's currently the race leader. Neil M. Andrews is just about to exit the pits. 14.4 second stop though for Neil. So he's, well, I mean, the only person that he's in danger to, I suppose, is Ruben. Yet to pit. Philip Russell has entered the pits. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen to somebody. When you want to come into the pitch, you don't have to brake there, so you don't have to brake as early, so it ends up being looking a little bit weird. I assure you, he was not trying to hit anybody there. Obviously, he didn't hit him anyway, but it's one of those things where you have to kind of make it a late avoidance tactic. So Ben Craner is up into 6th position. Remember, he has pitted. I think he's got enough fuel to get to the end of the race. I believe. So he is in P6. Last lap was a 41.05, and Chris Slaymaker isn't too far away from him. A little bit of a CXR Project Black battle going on between these guys. Somebody's in the pits. I can't tell who it is. Ruben has... Oh no, Ruben's just into the pit lane, so let's see where Neil M. Andrews is. Just coming up to the final corner now. Ruben is still... he hasn't even entered the pit box yet. There we go, so now he's boxed. Neil's coming through the final 2 turns, so I don't believe Ruben's going to be able to get the quick pit stop done. We'll see how stationary he is. 12.28 seconds, so he has actually gained a little bit of time on Neil there, maybe 2 seconds. As Neil slides back into the race lead. Shannon trying to keep up with, looks like Ben Craner and Chris Slaymaker. From Ruben. Oh no, it's not. It's one of them entry ones. So let's scrap that. Let's go back on board with Duncan Kirby, because Duncan and Fran, guess what, are back together again. TC Giro. Interesting, these guys actually came out exactly together. So Fran was 2 seconds slower stationary, 1 second slower the pit lane. So yeah, he must have put some steady laps in once Duncan pitted there. gets a little bit of a run there. I'm not sure he's going to have enough to overtake, no, but this battle is going to probably carry on for the next 7 minutes of the race. No worries, Ben. Good night. Have a good one. Cheers for watching, man. And Darren Goebel slides up the inside there on Dennis Meisner, so he's probably going to get that done. I think Kenneth Andreassen's also going to go through, so maybe Dennis had a bit of a slowdown, maybe? Ooh, I don't know what's just happened there. Just tap the back of him. I didn't lose too much time. We'll see whether any incident reports come in after the race. We're going to have to go back on board with Fran Vanal and Duncan Kirby, still fighting out for 4th place. God, I had no battle box on for the whole time. That's what happens when Mark goes. Duncan Kirby gets through, but I think Fran's going to still hold on to that position. Yeah, he's still going to hold on to the position because he had the inside line there. Bernabeu should not be talking during the race session. I didn't hear anything said though, so maybe just clicked the button by accident. It looked like he got very close there between Duncan Kirby and Fran Vanal. Fran did not go defensive there. I was expecting him to go defensive into the first corner because that's going to give Duncan Kirby the absolute optimal line. Exit in the corner, so Duncan gets that move done. I'm sure Fran's going to fight him back for it during these final 4 minutes of the race. I think Duncan thought he was actually going to go for it there, so he didn't turn in as much as I think he probably would have liked to. I'm going to get this done. This is going to be too wide going into the chicane. Fair play, boys, if this actually happens. But Fran's lost a little bit of time there. He's had to jump over the curb. Not sure whether that's going to be a slowdown as well. So that could be the end of that battle. Go back on board with this one. Darren Goebel's looking for a move on the outside of Dennis Meisner going into the first corner. We've got Kenneth and Engel Andreassen as well, also having a little hunt. Is that Chris Needham as well now trying to join this little quad party? I believe it is. Darren Goebel's going to still try and hang it around the outside. Going onto the long straight. Look at Kenneth Andreassen, look, sneaking on the inside. So he's probably... Oh no! Oh no! I think he's... They're very close, but no one's actually moved anywhere. They've just kind of come together, and unfortunately, Kenneth's come off worse than anybody in that. Probably go back and review some of the crashes afterwards, just so we've got some stuff. There should be live race control, but unfortunately, we needed some guys to, some guys wanted to race, and that's fair play. So that means we have little on the way of live race control, especially with just me doing it today. So Meisner overtakes Chris Needham. As Chris Needham just slightly goes off track. I think Darren Goebel. And Darren Goebel also passes Chris Needham. Three minutes to go. I'll keep my eye on that, but we're going to have to quickly take a look at the leaders who have had zero televised action today. Should stay close together, shouldn't they? Can't resist going back to the battles though. I can't resist. That's to be done. Look at this battle between Dennis Meisner and Darren Goebel at the moment. Just over a tenth between them. Oh, and Darren's clips. He's probably broken on the grass, I would imagine there. I'm not entirely too sure. But Chris Needham and Dennis Meisner going side by side into the final two corners. It's a bit difficult to see from that angle what's actually going to happen. So Dennis Meisner takes the inside line. Chris Needham. Ooh, someone locked up. I think that might have been Dennis Meisner just locked up there. A ton of smoke. Yeah, Kenneth, it was a bit of a weird one because you were kind of side by side, but there we go. So Neil Andrews takes the win. Ruben Schilt in second. Aaron D. Taylor will cross the line in third. Kirby's not too far behind, so he did manage to get that gap built out on Fran Bernal after that little bit of an error going into the chicane for Fran as he ran over the second bit of the chicane. So there we go. Duncan Kirby crosses the line in fourth place. Fran Bernal in fifth. Chris Slaymaker will finish in sixth place. Not sure who that was crossing the line. I think it was Robert Bernabout actually. So let's race over for him. One lap down. There will still be maybe some positions to change. We'll see. We will see. So Chris Slaymaker crosses the line in sixth place. You've got Ben Craner and Arnold Shanahan fighting out to the line. Ben Craner comes across the line in seventh place. Arnold Shanahan in eighth. Philip Russell isn't too far behind in ninth place. Dennis Meisner is going to sneak into the points here, unless he can be overtaken by Darren Goebel within the final. So this is going to be a race to the line if these two get across cleanly. Oh, well, yep. You park your car there. That's going to happen. So, is that everybody's crossed the line? They have. Right, so there we go. We can go to our results. Neil M. Andrews is the winner. For CXR Project Black. Ruben Schilt in second. 4.2 seconds just off him. Aaron D. Taylor in third. Duncan Kirby in fourth. Fran Bernal in fifth for Karuma Motorsport. Chris Slaymaker in sixth. Arnold Shanahan in seventh. Philip Russell in eighth. Dennis Meisner for Wraith Energy. Ignore the SBR racing, I need to update that. Darren Goebel in 10th. Chris Needham in 11th. Robert Bernabout in 12th. Kieran Williams in 13th. Jason Hallington in 14th. Jonas Gillis in 15th. Craig Shelton in 16th. Kenneth Andreasen in 17th. And we must have lost two. We did start with 90. Didn't we? Well, that's confused me. Yeah, good race by these guys. Apologies for the semi-crap commentating tonight. too much to concentrate on, and I can't wait for Mark to come back next week. So Mark will be back next week. Takes the stress and strains off me. Let's have a look at the touring cars poster. We will be at Monza Junior next week. That is guaranteed to be mental. Looking forward to that one. So Wednesday the 27th of November for round 5. Then we're Silverstone National the week later, Brands Hatch Indy the week after that, and we round it out at Donington Park National. So that is it for tonight. And we will not be starting shortly. I don't know what's going on there. There may be a stream over the weekend. I'm just trying to think what we're doing. We'll see. There might be a stream on YouTube, actually. I don't think there's going to be... That was funny, Dennis, at the end. I don't know who parked on the line. Yeah, I think people need to just go around the corner before they're like, not just stop on the line. Yeah, so there might be a stream at the weekend, but maybe we're just going to start streaming the endurance stuff on YouTube, and these kind of league races will all be happening on weekdays on Twitch. More coming in 2020, so yeah, I'm not surprised that woke you up, mate. Yeah, more coming in 2020, so I'm looking forward to the new year. Probably a new season of GTEs, touring cars, and maybe MX-5s all together. Who knows? Multi-class a bit. We'll see. But anyway, I'll put the results back up for everybody so you can see them. Yeah, I'm not too sure where the other people have gone on the list. There should be 19 drivers, so I don't know why that is. I need to check that out. We are missing. Surely we're missing someone. Because there was 100% 19 people who started the race. Anyway, so we will catch you next week at Monza Junior. Cheers for watching the stream. Cheers for the sub from Albert before. And cheers for chatting. I'll catch you later.